Even though people who are wicked can deceive others for a while, they never escape their own conscience. They may run from it or try to distract themselves with all kinds of things, but in the end, they have to deal with what they've done. They can't hide from it forever. For instance, there's this guy named Carlton who's been nothing but trouble since he was young. He used to steal stuff and cheat on his girlfriend. Now, even as an adult, he still cheats on his wife, and he always thinks up excuses to get away with it. He says things like, "Oh, she did something wrong first, so I had to do that." He tries to justify himself by blaming other people or making up stories, but deep down, he knows he's not right. Even when nobody's looking, he can't look himself in the mirror because of what he's done. He feels bad. Carlton also tries to make himself feel better by saying things like, "Well, life's short and ice cream's delicious." He thinks that just because life is short, it's okay to do whatever you want. But that's not how it is. What you do in your life matters. You have to think about what's right and wrong. Just because something feels good in the moment doesn't mean it's okay. It's important to remember that. Imagine you're at a grocery store and you see someone putting a lot of stuff into their bag without paying for it. You know that's wrong, right? You wouldn't think, "Oh, well, life's short and ice cream's delicious," and let them do it, would you? No, because you know that's not right. The same goes for everything else in life. You shouldn't just do things because you feel like it or because life is short. People like Carlton think that having fun is the most important thing. But that's not true. If you really want to enjoy your life, you have to do what's right. Otherwise, you won't be able to live with yourself. There's another person like this who's always trying to trick others. They lie a lot and are really sneaky. People call them a snake because they're always hissing lies. These people think only fools believe what they hear, so they keep lying and cheating to get what they want. But here's the thing, when you constantly live by being dishonest, you can't really know what's real anymore. Your relationships become really messed up and you start thinking everyone is out to trick you. Because of this, you spend your whole life feeling worried and stressed, always on guard for the next trick. It's exhausting. And here's another thing. When you're always focused on getting your own way, you don't get to experience the joy of winning fairly. Imagine you win a race by tricking the other runners. Sure, you might cross the line first, but is that a real victory? Probably not. Winning by being a jerk isn't much of a win at all. Living like this makes you really unhappy inside. Even if you have lots of money and all the toys, you'll still feel empty because you know you haven't earned any of it. On the other hand, someone who wins honestly feels much better about their success. These examples show us that doing bad things might seem fun at first, but it never truly makes you happy. Deep down, you can't be at peace with yourself. Now, some people who have hurt others might say, "What's the big deal? Everyone does bad things sometimes." Well, yes, everyone makes mistakes, but most people try to be good. We all know the difference between right and wrong. And when we do something bad, we usually feel guilty about it. However, there are some people who just don't care about being good. They think rules are made to be broken and that being honest is for suckers. They don't care what others think of them and they don't want to change even if they could. These people are the ones who will face the consequences of their actions. It's not just other people who hold them accountable. Their own conscience does too. They can't escape what they've done. Sometimes they try to trick themselves into thinking everything's fine. They might say, "Who cares if I cheated? I got what I wanted out of it." Or, "Why should I care if I lied? Nobody got hurt." They try to make themselves believe these things, but deep down, they know it's not okay. Being a good person isn't always easy. Sometimes you have to stand up for what's right, even when it's hard. It takes courage. But it's worth it, because being good makes you feel much better. In the end, living a bad life doesn't bring happiness. No matter how much you try to convince yourself otherwise, the truth always comes out, and then you have to face the music for what you've done. That's why it's better to be honest and good from the start. If you want to feel good about yourself, you have to do the right thing. It's not always easy, but it's the best way to live. Don't try to trick yourself into thinking it's okay to be bad because it's not. Be honest, be kind, and be the best person you can be. Now let's talk about something a bit more fun. How do you stay strong when things get tough? Some people read books to learn how to be brave, but there's nothing better than learning from real-life experiences. For example, imagine you're playing a sport and you need to be really focused to do well. In that moment, you learn what it means to be determined and strong. You learn how to control your emotions and not let them control you. That's a valuable lesson that helps you not only in sports, but in every part of your life. When you face challenges in your everyday life, you'll be better equipped to handle them because of the lessons you learned during your games. Every time you step onto the field, you're training yourself to become stronger. It's like a gym for your mind and heart. So remember, facing difficulties in sports and other areas of your life is a great opportunity to grow as a person. Don't shy away from challenges. Embrace them and learn from them. With each new challenge, you'll become a bit stronger and wiser. Becoming stronger doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey. But don't worry if you don't feel strong right away. It's perfectly normal. What matters most is that you keep moving forward and keep learning from your experiences. Being strong doesn't just mean being physically fit. It also means being emotionally and mentally resilient. It's about how you react to the ups and downs of life. And the great news is that you can develop these skills through everyday experiences. You don't have to wait for extraordinary circumstances to test your strength. It all starts with small choices and actions. Think about it. If you face your fears head-on, you'll gradually become braver. If you help others, you'll nurture your compassion and empathy. By setting and achieving goals, you'll cultivate determination and self-discipline. Every day presents you with opportunities to practice being strong. It's like a workout routine for your character and resilience. So don't wait for things to get really difficult before you start working on your strength. Start today. Set small goals, face your fears, and help those around you. With each step, you'll become a stronger and more capable individual. Remember, strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop over time through your actions and experiences. You have the power to shape yourself into a stronger, more resilient person. Believe in yourself and your ability to grow, and never stop striving to be the best version of yourself. I hope you enjoyed this story and the valuable lessons it teaches us about honesty, integrity, and strength. If you liked it, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. Your support motivates us to continue creating quality content. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we release new stories and valuable insights. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more inspiring content. Until next time, take care.